Hey Jags, good morning. Miss Butler here. Want to do a quick drawing challenge with you guys about mail art and how to do a cardboard mail art challenge from everyday objects from your house or things you're going to throw away. So I have here some Amazon old cardboard, kind of hard to see, but I've got some pieces here. I've got some acrylic paint, which if you don't have acrylic paint, you can definitely draw, but I do have some acrylic paint here. And today I'm going to show you some quick, easy ways to create some really fun mail me art challenges. This week there is a lesson in Blend about mail art. So I've got kind of some examples here. These I did last night with acrylic paint, and you can kind of build up the surface. I kind of like leaving some of the packaging on there because I think it makes like an interesting composition. So here's some examples. I kind of painted around with white and other colors. So whatever you do, you can always add extra things to. Like on this one, I had a piece of watercolor paper that I had dyed, and I glued it with some Mod Podge. Mod Podge we've used in class. It's like a kind of nicer glue, but if you don't have that, you can definitely use just regular old school glue. Got some other examples here. I cut out some pictures from some old photocopies that you guys, we've probably used in the past, and then I just took my Mod Podge and a brush, and I kind of brushed first on the surface, and then added the cut out picture on top, and then coated it with more glue. So the idea with this is that we're going to keep working on it, and you can actually mail it in the mail to one of your favorite friends or family members, and it'll be in the mail for that person. What I did today for this section, I have some leaves that I found from outside. This is from a tomato plant that I have outside, and today I'm just going to kind of lay it as a stencil and put some acrylic paint on there on top. If you don't have acrylic paint, you definitely could just trace images with a pen. If you have markers at home, a lot of you guys love Sharpies, like be creative. I will put some other examples in the Blend page where you don't have to necessarily build a base like this. You can just kind of draw your favorite characters. So we're going to experiment just a little bit today, and I'm going to show you guys how to layer with just using leaves as stencils. If you don't have leaves, you could probably find stuff from around the house, like just kind of random things that you could use. So experiment. And for this section, I'm going to show you how to do stencils. So I've got my acrylic paint here. I'm probably going to make a color. I've been using, this is actually a great palette if you need a hack. H-E-B sells these containers to put cheese in. And this is actually a great hack if you're a painter, because you can keep the palette in the top of it, like so, and then kind of squirt your colors on the other side. And when you're done, it's sealable. And your paint, I have had my paint in here, y'all, for at least a week and a half before it started drying. So this is a great hack if you don't have a palette. It's awesome. So definitely, you know, if someone's throwing out these from H-E-B, this is a great hack for your painting palette. So we're going to get started. I have my palette, and I've got some water. I'm going to kind of mess around with these leaves here. And I'm thinking for this, I've got kind of black and white going on, so I'm going to kind of mix in my palette maybe some white with a little green. So let's get out a little bit, see if I can find a little bit of green, or maybe a darker color since I've got white right here. So let me get a little green real quick. I'm going to experiment with that. And just kind of have fun with it. Like, there's no rhyme or reason unless you just have a specific plan. Like, I'm going to draw a character on some of these, but some of these I am going to mess with. So I'm going to, those of you that remember when you mix paint, I'm going to take just a little bit of this green, a little bit of white, kind of lighten it up a little bit, and you're just going to lay the leaf on top and just kind of paint away from the leaf. And you're probably going to have some mess ups when you first start out, but just find out what works. Like, I'm kind of painting away from it and just experiment. Maybe try some darker, I'm going to try some darker green. And I'm just kind of using the leaf as a stencil. And this is kind of cool. Like right now, they're just starting to lift a lot of quarantine. Like we've been self-quarantining for a while, but You know, there's this idea, we used to all mail each other things back in the day. Some of you guys don't remember that, but before we all were always emailing each other, people used to send letters. And this is kind of a really cool way to tell somebody, hey, what's up? I miss you. Look at that. That came out really cool. It's a way to tell people, hey, I miss you, or your family. And it's very personal, and you can put it in the mail. So that one actually came out pretty good. You can reuse the leaf. You could even try to do a stamp. I'm going to kind of make a stamp and see if it works. We'll try it. So you can make a stamp with a leaf. Let's see what happened. Worked pretty good. But you can definitely build up some cool textures. I kind of like the stencil personally a little better. And then, you know, you never know, you could add this to another piece of art you have. Maybe glue the leaf, perhaps maybe gluing the leaf on the cardboard with your glue might work. So I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to try to do one more here. Maybe right here. And this is kind of a lot about just layering and having fun with it. You might try, I mean, I have so many pieces, like from one cardboard Amazon box I had, I ended up getting at least 4 or 5 pieces. So if you mess up, no big deal. Recycle, and you never know what you're going to come up with. That actually came out pretty cool. So for this, this is just one way of adding texture and dimension to this. And just kind of play around with it. The next part of my video, I'm going to probably draw some stuff and do some more collage. So have fun, look around your house and see what you can use as a stencil and experiment. Because even if you trace the leaf with a marker, it'll come out really cool too. Okay, so that is our challenge. I'll put another video as a 2-parter. I'm going to start drawing on this in my next section. All right, guys, have fun and experiment. Talk to you soon.